national, let's give them what they asking for. This hip hop national, let's give them what they asking for. This hip hop national, let's give them what they asking for. This hip hop national, this hip hop national. If you gon' play to win and you want the major spins, this is where you need to be 3 days a week from 8 to 10. This hip hop national, where everybody got a voice.
Tonight's topic will be about could underground talent organize their own music industry. Tim, you now have the floor, sir.
Well, I've been in the music industry since 1983. Started out DJing in the Los Angeles radio market in the 80s, but now I promote media and the talented people that create media. See, the whole idea is to basically create our own industry. Since the music industry as a whole, you basically have to, you got to sell your soul to the devil, so to speak. You know how the saying goes, to get a record contract nowadays. And, you have to be marketable and everything else. It isn't really based on talent. Not saying that today's artist isn't talented or anything like that. I'm a fan, too, as well. That's why I'm in the business. But, there's a lot of people that are being overlooked, for instance, just because they're not marketable or non-desirable or what have you.
Now, Tim, can you, again, speak to our targeted audience who would be interested in the service? We're trying to find out exactly what you're willing to provide for them and why someone who is underground would reach out to you to render services.
Well, for instance, promotional services, artwork and logo design, web design and development services, app development, for instance, mobile apps, and consultation regarding that on all platforms of mobile, too, and across the pond as well, say the European market and Asian market as well, because that's important, too. The social networking development, the radio airplay services, for instance, on your station, let's say, or the other .com radio station, so to speak. And, of course, the legal services that we touched upon, digital and physical distribution, club and venue booking services, studio and mastering services, equipment sales, service and rentals, file hosting of files of up to 5 gigs, as long as we lease some cloud computing technologies. Those would probably be the services that we're going to offer. It would probably expand or contract a little bit from here, but that's mainly the target and what we're planning on doing.
So if I'm coming to you as an aspiring artist, what do you do, like consultations, or how do you find out exactly where I am and where you need to start with what you have to offer?
Yeah, it definitely starts with a consultation to see what the client wants to do. For instance, I guess it would be based upon the genre of music that they create. They could be a producer, for instance, or they could be an artist that's looking for a producer, for instance, or either or they could be a producer and an artist, for instance. There's a wide range of different scenarios, different combinations of artists and talented people out there, and it doesn't really have to single out, say, music, for instance. It could be all forms of media, modeling, for instance. It could be for printed media. It could be for video production, film, anything that has a .com or a URL address attached to it, anything that you could find on the net through Google, for instance. The services would probably work for that platform, as long as it has something to do with the entertainment industry and they don't have a big audience, so to speak, and they're not completely organized.
Excellent. Well, I know that a lot of independents would be very interested in what you are wanting to model, because right now they feel like they have to do every aspect of the business. And why not create this coalition that you're talking about that could actually work from the inside out? One of the things that we've been talking about is how do we streamline things, enhance, protect, promote, distribute, and also deliver to all of the masses, both not just today, but even tomorrow's talent, because they're starting so young now. So that's what we are really trying to dig into tonight. If you're just joining, you are listening to Hip Hop National Radio, conference call and feedback line. And this is just interesting in itself because there's so much that goes on overall in the broad sense of a music industry. To dare try to create your own coalition in today's environment, I'm interested to find out from you, Tim, how successful do you think this really could be?
Well, I believe, let's say we're in a video game world, for instance, and you lined up the music industry, and you lined up all the executives, you line up everybody that's involved in the music industry, and then you put us, the people that are not involved in the music industry that want to get involved in the music industry, and you put us face to face, basically, and we go to war. I'm pretty sure the underground music industry will win. I'm pretty sure we outnumber them. I know the consumers outnumber us, even if we in the regular music industry were combined. I'm sure the consumers outnumber us, but I'm pretty sure that there's more of us than there is of them, and I think it's time that they take notice of us.
Now, Tim, I have a question for you. As far as So you're saying that the underground movement will be powerful, but see, the thing it is, the difference between the underground and the majors that exist or the independent labels that's pushing it, they have a projective plan. And my question is for you is the A&Rs has always been the gatekeeper of the industry. They go out, streamline talent, they find it, and then they promote it and develop it. What type of support system will we have as an underground industry in that area or that genre? Because we need to know what kind of support system we would have to back us.
Well, there's more than enough talent that I've run into in the just 2 years, 8 months or so that I've ran the SNN portion of my life, the Something New Now Media Promotions that I do, and I've run into loads and loads of talented people that I think there's more than enough talent and more than enough people that we could if we organize and do this right and get everybody involved, I'm pretty sure we could pull this off. It wouldn't be that hard with modern day technology, with the way that things are, as far as how easy it is to produce a beat, for instance, how easy it is to hook up a USB mic and do raps over somebody's beats like my clients do, like JDP, for instance.
Okay. My thing is when Warner Brothers and Arista, J Records, BMG, all of them attacked the market, they had a method to their madness, and they had a roster of people that they were going to release. As an underground label, will we have a roster of people that says, okay, we're getting ready to release this project now, but we need everybody team effort as far as the social media is concerned. We need everybody, it has to be a team, collective effort. Would you agree with that, Tim?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we'd have the support network behind us. I more than guarantee it, as long as we get enough people involved.
But I thought you would be the man who masterminded. Am I correct?
Oh, yeah, I've definitely given it a shot, Al. I wanted to start this. That's why I started it. I think we can pull it off. There's more than enough talent out there. We have a roster 3 times the size of any A&R's roster of the regular music industry, for instance.